What's good, my league community? Welcome back to another lovely, beautiful, sexy, amazing video with the equally lovely, equally beautiful, equally sexy, and equally amazing lit tie. You already know what time it is. Now let's go. Now guys, you see the title, you already know what time it is. The one and only FREDO has finally dropped his first project of 2021, and it is called Money Can't Buy Happiness. It is of course produced by Santan Dave, and it has loads of features, loads of different stuff on there, and I'm not gonna lie, it's slapping. Let's just say that. It is slapping all cylinders. FREDO did very good on this album. And you already know what we're going to do. We're going to do the typical track-by-track rundown. I think there's only about 11 tracks, so it should be quite a quick video. But still an in-depth look at this album and a breakdown of it in general. I haven't done one of these in a while, so I'm very much looking forward to this. But you already know what you got to do. You just got to like, comment, subscribe to keep you up to date every time I drop a banger like this one, and hit that noti because you're in the nitty, so you can be the first to know when one of these videos comes out. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. The first track is called Biggest Mistake, and it seems like FREDO's starting off with quite a mellow sound here. You know, he's talking about his life, he's talking about his teenage years, he mentions how he moved out of London, and already here you start to see the prestige of having Dave as your producer, because Dave was just killing the production on this whole album. But here is when I first noticed, like, oh yeah, Dave produced this. Like, it sounds like a Dave production. And FREDO also does this like talking thing on the track, which again shows the Dave influence, because I never really heard FREDO like talk like that on his projects until now. Correct me if I'm wrong though, but from my memory anyway, but definitely shows the Dave influence. And then he drops a big gem and says that he actually met Dave's brother in jail before he met Dave. So, and he talked about how crazy that was, and then how like the universe ended up getting them a #1 with Dave afterwards. So yeah, it was just a big full circle moment, I guess, for him. But and then it ends with someone talking about, you know, happiness. But yeah, overall, this one's a good track and I like it. The second one was Back to Basics, which was a song that he dropped like a couple days before he dropped this album. And this track kind of picks up the tempo of it a little bit. It's got this kind of eerie sort of like, I don't know, ghoul sound in the background, and kind of like Casper the Friendly Ghost or something like that. I don't even know. But yeah, FREDO's dropping bars as usual. He's just talking that typical kind of FREDO talks. Couple slick lines here and there. You know, just typical FREDO bars. Nothing, you know, out of the water. But yeah, this was a good track as well. Third track was called Spaghetti. And so this track starts off with a woman, well, a recording of a woman talking about how, you know, FREDO put on for his area. And then FREDO jumps in with the quick tempo again. And I'm not going to lie, I really like the chorus on this one. I feel like FREDO, he kind of even went into his singing bag a little bit on here as well. Like, he was doing a bit of, you know, a little bit like, oh, you know I can sing. You know, Alfredo, you know those rappers that just sing, even though they don't sing, but they sing, like, if that even makes sense. But he was doing that. And then he references his, you know, Don't Feed the Baddest Pasta line, which was popping off about 2 years ago. So it was kind of like a full circle track in that aspect as well. And again, you can hear the background instruments that are really making the track. You hear the trumpet, you hear the piano. And I'm not going to lie, it just has Dave written all over it, let's be real. Because, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't really remember hearing a large piano influence on past FREDO projects. But correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't remember it, I'm being honest. It's called Ready. Now, I'm not going to lie, this is something that I thought I would never see. FREDO, this was a bold move. I don't know what pasta you was eating in the morning when you thought that you had the confidence to do this, but you did it and it worked. So FREDO not only sampled the Fugees' Ready or Not, but he's on a track with Summer Walker. Like, I'm not going to lie, this makes me feel like a bit of a proud uncle, because the UK music is doing its thing. I'm not going to lie, it's big stepping out here. It's doing its thing.
Yeah, that's true. Now let's go back to My Nigga on the Floor.
Yeah, Summer Walker delivers a good chorus on this song, and you know, I was kind of afraid at first that they were going to disrespect the sample a little bit and not do it justice, but they didn't. So I'm quite proud of that, which, because, you know, I can't really say the same for a lot of other UK artists that, you know, did those samples and stuff. Cough cough swarms. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, surprisingly, these two sound quite good on the track together, and it doesn't even sound like forced, like how I thought. I thought that, oh no, don't tell me that it's just gonna be Summer Walker just hopping on, saying a couple lines and hopping off. But no, it actually, showed that they had a bit of chemistry together, and it just sounded like a great track overall. It just sounded like it flowed very well. I'm not gonna lie though, Summer Walker was waffling at the end of this song. I'm keeping it a buck. She was absolutely waffling. She was just talking. She was just saying nothing. She was just like, I don't know. She was just waffling. But because the whole song was good, Summer, I'm going to allow you. But you was waffling at the end of this track. Let's be real. It's called Money Talks. And Dave and Fredo link up once again, showing their already well-established chemistry. You got Dave coming in with his typical flow. And I heard Fredo say something about coming quick like Amazon Prime. And again, just typical Fredo lines. But I'm not going to lie, the beat was sounding very dope. And they were both on their flexing vibe, calling people broke. Like, come on, Fredo. Like, you don't have to tell me that I'm broke. You really don't. Like, you don't. It's a bit upsetting, I'm not going to lie. And then Dave said a really great line. And probably one of the best lines of the year. I can already see it trending on Twitter. Well, I can already see all these people. No, let me just say it. Dave said he goes to Heathrow more than a girl's man goes petrol station. And of course that is a flex. But I just hope it doesn't turn into that new catch flights, not feelings. And I see all these influencers at the airport and using that caption. Oh my gosh, I can see it right now. I can see it already. I can already see it. But yes, this track comes in again with the piano at the end, and I don't know why, but Dave really loves his piano. Like, Dave loves putting in piano, which I'm not hating on personally, but this guy just loves his piano. I'm not gonna lie to you. So the next song's called "Do You Right," and again, Fredo gets into his kind of gets into his young ads vibe a little bit on here. He's using like all different types of auto tune. Like, he was just going crazy. He was basically on some T-Pain type of stuff. I'm not gonna lie. Fredo was just like, I don't know. I could have imagined Fredo on Chris Brown Kiss Kiss at this point. Pause.
Well, for Batty, man.
But it was just crazy. But yeah, I guess he's just, he's experimenting here. He's finding what works for him and all that. And so yeah, I can't really hate on it. I mean, at least he did it on one song and not on a whole album like some people. Cough cough, heady one. No, I'm saying. But yeah, good song. So the next track, oh boy. The next track is called Burner on Deck. And the big woo himself, Pop Smoke, linked up with Fredo and Young Ads. And of course, they let the big woo handle this chorus because, I mean, come on, it's Pop Smoke. I'm a simple man. I see Pop Smoke featured and I click on it. And of course, he does his thing. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be the song that's going to be in rotation for quite a while. It's going to be on, I can already see it being on Who We Be for quite a while, at the top of Who We Be on Spotify. So yeah, they're going to probably rinse it on the radio. So enjoy it while you can. That's what I'll say. Enjoy it while you can. But I'm not going to lie, I think this song has actually been in the vault for quite a while, because I do remember seeing a video of Pop Smoke and Fredo in the studio together, and I believe it was like 2019, like towards the end of 2019. And Fredo did say that he was planning to drop in 2020, but because of like, he said he had to handle some stuff in the street or something like that. So I'm pretty much sure that this one has been in the vault for a while. And it's kind of worked in his favor that he's kept it there for so long, because now he's releasing it when Pop Smoke is bigger than ever. Unfortunately, he's bigger than ever because he died, but it's kind of a bittersweet kind of moment. But yeah, you get what I mean. The song is called I Miss, and this was just a cool little track. Fredo was just talking about all the things that he misses, and nothing really much to say there. It was just a cool little vibe. The next song is called Blood in My Eyes, and here Fredo goes on type of a self-reflective type of vibe. He's talking about, how he remembered the broke days and going off half on the draw and all these roads, what's the draw? I don't know what that is, and he's talking about how like the best things in life are free, and he was even talking about how he like messed up with girls and he didn't understand what he was doing back then. And I'm just there like, huh? Like, this is a whole new Fredo. Like, is this the same guy saying don't feed the baddest pasta? Saying he was immature with girls. Like, it seems like a more mature Fredo. He's transitioning into a maturity, and he also touched on the fact that now he's a father now, so he kind of sees things from a different perspective. And hey, I'm not mad at it. Everyone's got to grow, you feel me? So I'm not hating on it. So then the next track's called Aunt's Place, and it starts off with someone asking how Fredo was in the past. And I guess it's kind of referring to the sentiment that his auntie always said, that he was meant to be in the position that he's in. So kind of one of those type of, sentiments, saying that I always had someone supporting me and whatnot. And then the final track is called What Can I Say? And now he ends this talking about his friend Billy, who unfortunately died, and he was basically just, remembering him and, just showing like his respects for him. And it kind of seems like the whole sentiment of this album, as well as this song, is the fact that Fredo's basically realized no matter how much money and fame and big booty, females that he has, it's just all of it's nothing compared to the days when all his friends were alive and out of prison or both. And no amount of wealth that he accumulates throughout his entire life is going to be able to help him bring them back and bring back those days. So, and bring back the feeling of them being together. So, and then that, I guess, leads into the title of Money Can't Buy Happiness. And, yeah, wow. That was a bit of a self-reflective moment for me as well, I can't lie. But, wow. But, yeah, so that's Fredo's album. What would I rate it out of 10? What I've come to learn with these ratings, is that I could give you the rating now, but I feel like a month later it'll be something very different. But so this is why I always prefix the fact that this is a first reaction / review. It's not a definitive. I might come back and you ask me in next month and I'll lower it. But I'm not gonna lie, the production quality on here was great. Fredo was rapping, he experimented with different skills a bit. There was good features on here. None of them seemed forced or none of them seemed, out of place. And it was a good amount of songs as well. He didn't put in too much. He didn't do the D Block Europe thing where they got like 100 songs on their album, whatever. He just kept it, calm and collected at like 10. I think it was 11. He just kept it. I like albums that are at that 10, 11 type of range. I feel like that's a cool, spot to be in. But yeah, overall, I'm going to give this one, I think I'll give it an 8, I feel like this is really 8 material. I feel like Fredo, he did his thing with it. He did his thing. I'm going to say that. I'm going to go a bit road with it. He did his thing. He done his thing. He done his thing still. Oh my gosh. And Fredo, Money Can't Buy Happiness, 8 out of 10. I recommend you go listen to it. Shout out to Fredo, shout out to Dave, shout out to everyone featured on the project, because it was a banger. But let me know what you think about that in the comment section down below. Do you agree with me and think that Fredo's album was lit and is probably the best album to come out this year so far? Even though it's only been a month, so there's not really much competition apart from Chips. Actually, let me know if you want me to make a review to Chips' album as well, because I don't really see anyone listening to it too tough. So I haven't fully, delved into it, but I will do it. So if you want me to make it, I will do it. Or do you think that this album was absolute booty cheeks, absolute dumpster juice, absolute rubbish, and you never want to hear it again in your life? You let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We're on the road to 500 subs, but really we're on the road to 1k subs, and you already know what time it is. You can follow me on IG at lit_ent_ for all your music scene updates. You can follow me on my personal at the only lit_ent if you care about what I do and I'm making these bangers for you. I post updates on Twitter as well, so you might as well follow me on there, because what else are you doing with your life? Absolutely nothing, mate. Stay black, and if you're not black, stay whatever race you are. Hi, bet. Peace.
Oh, you ain't know I could sing?